Why do I owe? This is probably one of the number one questions I get all the time when it comes to taxes. So, we're going to talk on the top 3 reasons why most people end up owing taxes. So, let's go. Hi, I'm Chanel Simmons, and for this Tax Life Tuesday, I wanted to talk about 3 of the top reasons why most people owe. Of course, in anything, individual circumstances and filing statuses, credits, businesses, children, wives, husbands, others, it'll all determine what exactly your tax liability will be. But there are some 3 common reasons why most people end up owing. Reason number 3. Reason number 3 is that most people end up owing taxes because they don't understand which of their income is taxable and what is not. So everyone understands if I work for it, it's going to be taxable. But a lot of people end up forgetting about, there's retirement that could be taxable. There's Social Security that could be taxable. Interest income that could be taxable. So you can have other sources of income that could also be subject to tax. And because of the fact that the only one that you're thinking about is what you're earning, you're forgetting about the taxes that are related to the other sources of income that is taxable income. So that's number 3. Number 2. Number 2 is not claiming deductions that you're eligible for, not carrying over any losses that you have from previous years, or not setting yourself up during the year to qualify for certain tax credits. So that sounds like a lot, but it truly is the 1, 2, 3 punch that a lot of people forget. Sometimes people will just say, oh, forget it. It's a small deduction. I'm not going to worry about trying to get together the paperwork and the proof. But if you qualify for it, fight for lower taxes. Get your stuff together so you can not have to pay if you can legally not have to pay it. So if you can qualify for the deduction, make sure you do. During the year, try to plan what you're going to do based around trying to lower your tax liability. If you know, as particularly small businesses, if you know that you're going to buy equipment in January or February and you have the money for it in December, why not just go ahead and buy it in December? Unless there's a cash flow issue, go ahead and lower your tax liability now because you never know what's going to happen the following year. So try to go ahead and claim your deductions and plan for them throughout the year. And then credits, same thing, and carryovers. Try to qualify yourself for your credits, and then don't forget anything that can carry over from the one year to the next. Sometimes you guys will have charitable contributions that was reported and you didn't claim them all, so they were sitting as carryovers, and then you forget to carry them over to the next year. Or you'll have losses from your capital transactions from your investments, and you forget to carry it over to the next year to offset maybe any possible gains. So if you have any carryovers, always try to remember to incorporate them on your current return. Do not leave them out there unused. They're there for you. And the number one reason, drum roll, you didn't withhold enough or you didn't send in enough payments. This kind of goes back to the beginning of what I said, where a lot of times people forget about the different sources of income that they have. So, but even if they remembered, they'll just not withhold enough or withhold nothing. Sometimes people hear this weird assumption that they're exempt. There's certain reasons why you would be exempt from taxes, and most people don't qualify for it, but there's very specific reasons why you would be exempt from taxes. So that's usually something you would need to discuss on a case-by-case basis. But if you don't qualify to be exempt, you need to withhold enough throughout the year. So what does that mean to withhold enough? Make sure that you're withholding enough in accordance to what will possibly be your taxable income. So if you received a raise, you might want to consider, I might have to adjust my withholdings. If you have other sources of income that came in during the year but no taxes were taken out, you might want to put money to the side so that way you will have income to cover it, because you're looking at a surprise bill otherwise. And lastly, if in fact you have a life change, you got married, you got divorced, your children now are not minors, they're off in college, all kinds of things, you're taking care of your parents, people have passed, whatever the life circumstances, it could most likely have an impact on what you might need to withhold during the year as well. So you always got to think about, how are those changes in my life impacting my tax liability? And then once you consider that, you may have enough to cover your taxes and not owe in the end. So I'm sure there's some other reasons why. Feel free to leave those in the comments that you believe why you might owe taxes, or if you have questions, you can always feel free to contact me. I am taking discovery calls for those of you who might owe substantial taxes to the Internal Revenue Service and you need to get those taken care of. But otherwise, I look forward to talking to you guys next Tuesday. Take care. Bye.